Well, good morning everybody. Good morning, good morning. Gotta have my green tea. Oh, I gotta help my dog. Oh my gosh, she would do this right as I get on. Okay, there we go, baby. Yes, baby. Oh, she's moving again. She does this when I get on the camera. Okay. She did good. Alright, anyway, I just want to thank all of you for coming out to my video yesterday. I was not expecting that. My video about the person who left a mean comment. I just want to thank all of you for your wonderful, wonderful, kind comments. You really came through, and I wasn't expecting that. I was just posting that video because I know how mean comments can affect some people. That one did not affect me. But I did that because I know how it can hurt some people, and I don't want people to get hurt by mean viewers' comments. It's just crazy. But anyway, thank you so much. I really appreciate all your kindness. It was just wonderful. My throat is kind of we've got lots of pollen in the air. I noticed it the sun this morning when I went up onto my back porch and the sun was shining a certain way. Oh my goodness. I could just see all the stuff in the air. I could just see it all. But, yeah, so, I just wanted to thank you, and I'm going to do this video for a viewer who calls herself Chai Lover. Chai Lover. Hi, Chai Lover. She asked me to do a video on my hair care, how I take care of my hair. She thought my hair was pretty, and she wanted to know what I do for it. It's really pretty simple. I don't do anything special, but I will show you what I do. I'm 70 years old, and of course part of it is genetics. Whatever you inherit has a lot to do with it. I got my father's hair, which I'm grateful for, salt and pepper, and both my parents have had extremely thick, a lot of thick hair. I mean, they both did. So I'm lucky in that respect. But I'll show you what I use. Now, I learned years ago that, many years ago, I think it was 2009 or 10, that if you use dandruff shampoo, it can help. Not for everybody, of course. Nothing works for everybody. But they found that it can help prevent hair loss because it cleans the hair follicles so well. Gets rid of the old oil or dead skin, fungus, that type of thing. Gets rid of all that right in your hair follicle. Because when those get blocked is when you start losing your hair. That's what happens. And of course, with age, it doesn't help. But before I wash my hair, I massage my scalp thoroughly. I go through the whole thing, and I mean, I really massage it, guys. Not forever. I mean, just long enough to really, you can feel every bit of your scalp being thoroughly massaged. Brings blood to the surface, which helps feed your hair follicles. So I do that before I wash my hair. Every time. And so I'll show you what I use. And I've been using this since about 2009 or 10 when I found that out. I just use plain old Head & Shoulders. Yep. Plain old Head & Shoulders, guys. You can use any dandruff shampoo that works for you. But I use this one. This one smells really beautiful. It doesn't even have the name of the smell on it, the scent. No, it doesn't. But it smells beautiful, so that's the one I use. And what I do is I alternate. Once with the Head & Shoulders or the dandruff shampoo, the next time regular shampoo, then Head & Shoulders, then regular. I just alternate. So the one I use for the regular shampoo is Pantene Smooth and Sleek. Now, everybody, everything works different for everybody. My daughter doesn't like to use this. It doesn't work for her hair. But for me, it works great. It works really, really great. And it's Pantene Smooth and Sleek. And in my case, I've been using this for decades, literally. I've been using that particular shampoo for decades. And once I stopped dyeing my hair, because when you stop dyeing, or when you turn gray, your hair can tend to be more coarse and dry. Well, for me, the Smooth and Sleek works the best. I've tried other shampoos, all kinds of different ones. They didn't work as well. However, I did find one that I like to use too as an alternate shampoo to the dandruff, which is Suave Moroccan Oil Shine. I will show you that. That's what that one is. And I love this one too. It smells beautiful. Oh my gosh, the smell. And Moroccan oil is very, very good for your hair, which reminds me, oh, I totally forgot. Hold on, guys. Yep, hold on. Okay. So anyway, those are the shampoos I use. I alternate. Now, this is Moroccan oil, which I get from Target. I'm sorry, argan oil, Moroccan. Well, it's argan oil. I will show that to you. Yeah. And I just put, oh, and it smells so nice, so nice. And it's not expensive. It's, I can't even remember what it costs, because you only use a few drops, and then you spread it like that on your hands to warm it up, and then you just kind of put it through all of your hair. And I do it right before I blow dry my hair, because the heat and using the brush helps spread it to all of the hair. It spreads it as you brush it, the heat with whatever you put on your hair, as you brush it with the hair dryer, because I do it with the hair dryer blowing on my hair. I have a hair dryer stand, so I don't have to hold it. And when you brush it like that, you're spreading that oil through all of your hair. So I use that as well. Because the argan oil, it just nourishes your hair, and it helps keep it shiny. And especially when you have gray hair, which tends to be drier and more coarse, for me personally, this has worked beautifully. It has worked really beautifully. And of course, and then at night I brush my hair before I go to bed. I brush it several times to get off the day's, you know, air, dust, pollution, whatever, because I don't wash my hair every other day, or every single day. I don't wash it every single day. The way I work washing my hair is, when you first get that little scalp smell, you know what I'm talking about? You get that little scalp smell, very faint. I'm not talking about waiting till you stink, but you can tell immediately. Sometimes it's a couple of days before I get it. Sometimes it's 3 days. I go by that. When I get that very light scent of a scalp smell, I wash my hair immediately. So it's not a case of once or twice or 3 times a week, whatever. I don't have a set schedule. I go by that, because I read that when you get that scent, that light scent, you don't wait until you stink, of course, but you get the light scent, that means time to wash your scalp, or time to wash your hair. Now, there are some people who wash their hair every day. I don't do that, because they say that that's not good for your hair. It irritates your scalp. It's rough on the hair. I don't. I never have. I never have been one to wash my hair every day. And I even read an article many years ago that said that that can lead to hair loss, because you're constantly scrubbing that hair. But when it comes to men, it's kind of a different story. Men's hair and scalp can get very smelly within a day. Within a day of sweating, within a day of just being a man. Nothing against you guys, but it's the hormones. And I was reading how a man's scalp can smell within 24 hours. So I think men tend to, unless they've got, I don't know, a lot of men have long hair too, but if a man has regular short hair, you need to wash it every day because it does get a funky smell. But in my case, I go by that, and that has worked out really well for me. And brushing, like I say, brushing it at the end of the day. My grandma used to brush her hair 100 times. She had hair down to her butt, and she would have it in a long braid, a long, long braid. And also, if you're dyeing your hair, you have to remember, if you dye your hair for a long time, it can lead to hair loss because of the toxic chemicals that that affect your follicle. I'm very lucky. I dyed my hair for over 30 years and finally decided to stop over 7 years ago, and I'm very glad I did. But on some people, depending on everybody, of course, that's different. But yes, you can, if you dye your hair constantly, it can lead to hair loss. So I decided, first of all, I got sick of dyeing my hair. I decided I was done. But when I realized and read about the information about how it can cause you hair loss, I thought, no. I'd rather have my thick, silver gray, salt pepper hair than be dyeing it and have practically nothing left. So I stopped. And I'm sure you've seen that in some women where they're in their 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s or older, and they're still dyeing their hair and they hardly have any left. Well, I didn't want that. So you might rethink dyeing your hair if you're a faithful hair dyer, hair colorer. But yeah, no baby. So that's pretty much it. Alternate with the dandruff shampoo, with your regular shampoo, whatever shampoo works for you. These work great for me, but they may not for you. So you have to find what works for you. My daughter, when I told her to try the Pantene, she just did not like the way it worked for her hair. Everybody's hair is different. So that is my routine. Plus, before I forget, I also take Vital Proteins, collagen, peptides. No, baby. I take Vital Proteins, collagen, peptides. Collagen peptides per or there's 20 grams of collagen peptides per serving, and this helps skin, hair, nail, and joint support. Grass-fed, pasture-raised. And I get the unflavored because the flavored ones have artificial sweeteners, and I will not touch those toxic poisons in any way, shape, or form. So this is what I use. Let's see if you can see that there. I hope the glare doesn't get to it. But it says 3 tablespoons daily. Well, I made the mistake of doing 3 tablespoons right off the bat, and whoa, did I have to hit the bathroom. So I called the company and they said start off with 1 tablespoon for like a week, and then increase maybe to 2, and you just keep building up to it. In my case, I'm only doing 1 tablespoon a day because I figure, hey, as long as I'm getting some in my system, I'm good. So I do 1 tablespoon a day, so a big thing like this will last a very long time. And no, it's not cheap, but it lasts a really, really long time. And I believe this does help because it's, for the skin, hair, and nails. I have no joint problems. I don't have any sore joints. My nails, unfortunately, grow so fast. I don't like long nails. I'm not a long nail woman. I like them short and neat and clean and maybe polished. But my nails grow so fast that I have to file them down every single week because they grow so fast with this stuff. And my hair grows very fast. Oh my God, does it grow fast. Because I cut my own hair, and it grows very fast. And not having any joint problems, I think, is attributed to partially to this. And also, if you're worried about hair loss, this is if you're a vegan, you are more likely to experience a lot of hair loss. Not all of you, of course, and this is not to put vegans down. Everybody's got to do their own thing. But vegans tend to have more hair loss because they're not getting the animal protein. Plant protein is not processed the same in the body as meat protein. That's just a simple fact. It's not a criticism, it's a simple fact. The body does better with meat protein. when it comes to your skin, your hair, your nails and everything. Because I did go vegetarian for a year. Biggest mistake of my life. It was basically vegan. It was basically vegan. I lost a ton of hair. My nails turned to paper thin. My skin was terrible. It was awful. And my doctor said, get off that diet and go back to eating meat. I did, and I'm happy. But you got to do what you got to do. If you're happy being a vegan, that's your thing. But just know that by not having meat protein, it can affect your skin, your hair, your joints, your nail. And the collagen from meat is very important for joints. But anyway, guys, that's what I do for my hair. But like I say, a lot of it does have to do with what you inherit. If you've got a parent who's got really, really fine hair, really thin, fine hair, and you inherited that, well, you can try different things to maybe help boost maybe help make your hair grow in a little thicker. I personally, I like this. I got this at Costco. I believe they have it at Walmart. I don't know where else they have it. They do have it at health food stores. I know the one near me has it. But it lasts a long time. It's a powder, and you just, a tablespoon in water, mix it up. It dissolves right away. Just drink it down. It's done. Or you can mix it in coffee or juice, whatever you like, and just drink it up. It dissolves really well. So that is my routine for a 70-year-old woman and her hair care. It's nothing expensive because I can't afford expensive. And not only that, but many years ago I tried many expensive and natural and from hair salons and health food stores. I tried very expensive shampoos and conditioners, and they all but destroyed my hair. I mean, it was like straw. So the fact that that bottle of shampoo was $30 did not mean that it was going to be good for my hair. So after trying different ones, I went back to my Pantene because it works the best for my hair, and the Head & Shoulders works great too. So, you know, it's up to you. Just beware that those natural ones can damage your hair because a lot of the plant-based ones, some are good, some are not, but every one that I tried from Whole Foods just about destroyed my hair over time. And so I quit and went back to my good old Pantene, which is much more reasonable to afford. But more than that, it actually works to keep my hair healthy. So anyway, guys, that's my routine. Just wanted to share it with you. And Chai Lover, thank you for asking me to share it. And I hope it helps you. So you guys take care. And again, thank you for the wonderful comments yesterday. That really did make me feel good that you all are so caring and care about how it can affect other people. Didn't affect me. That bad comment didn't affect me, but it can others. So anyway, my little Lily is back as usual. I scaled her teeth yesterday. They are spotless. I got in there and scaled all her teeth, got every bit of plaque and stuff off her teeth. They are snow white. And her breath is nice and fresh. So anyway, that was my day yesterday. It takes a while. Anyway, guys, you take care, and